really, really exciting and just a really joyful experience. And it's been like, the video is like a magical, like whimsical, mystical world. So it's kind of been amazing to see the fans pick out little Easter eggs, and I just feel really grateful.
I want to talk about all of that. But first of all, I want to congratulate you because, the video's gone on and broken records and it's been really well received. And you directed that. You co-directed the
Yeah.
video, which must have been an amazing experience. And I just wonder now, with a bit of perspective, now that everyone's out there watching it and, in massive numbers, how that experience was for you, moving into that environment again.
It was a really great experience, and working with Dave Meyers, it was such a cool time working with him. I'd worked with him on one commercial shoot before, but I had always really wanted to do a video with him. And so I came to him and I was like, I've written this treatment, here's the song. And we got together and basically tried to figure out as many cool visual effects as we could incorporate into the storyline that I'd written. And yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, this video shoot, like the amount of times that Brendan and I just like doubled over laughing, like where your stomach hurts, where like you need to sit down, that kind of laughter. And when you can make stuff and laugh that much while you're making things, I mean, that's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, that's the joy, and it comes across in the video. And I mean, right at the very beginning, you draw a line in the sand. That era, the snake is gone. We're now in a world of butterflies, and we're going to go into this, like you say, this chrysalis-inspired fantasy land. And the idea of putting the snake to rest, getting to that place where it didn't feel dark to you anymore, and you wanted to get into a light place. When did it start to when did it start to change? When did you feel the blinds start to pull back and the sun come in?
Yeah, I mean, the kind of aesthetic for the music I make is usually a reflection of how I feel as a person. Um, so I think during the stadium tour, during the Reputation Stadium tour, I started to feel my life felt different. It felt like there was a different tone, like different undertones to my life, like a different soundtrack playing behind my life. And I really do credit the fans for the complete resurgence of kind of exuberance and excitement towards music and making new music. And the way that I felt about this enthusiasm towards making new music is what made me get in the studio so fast and just make music really quickly after the tour, because of that energy that they had given me every single night of that tour. I was looking out into the crowd and seeing like so much love and care, and these people really, really are so wonderful to me, and they really were the ones that made me feel like, no, I'm ready to put out new music. I'm ready to kind of do it a little bit more like I used to. I feel more comfortable. So yeah, that's a good question.
Looking back on it now, the reputation and all of the imagery and everything that went along with it, and being in a different place in your life, which is all part of human growth, having some perspective and thinking of that time period, can you just sum up now with some distance from it, what that felt like when you were in this very different place? The videos were very moody. There was a lot of dark, chromatic color scheme, a lot of different kind of energy. What that felt
Yeah.
like for you looking back on it rather than being inside it now.
Well, it definitely felt like I was purposefully, and this was a decision that I made at the beginning of that entire album process. I was very defiantly putting up a defense mechanism. It was like creating this, it was like reflecting on the persona you felt had been crafted and constructed for you. And that was the first time I'd ever done that with an album. The album kind of had two different sides to it. You had very weaponized songs that were very much like angsty. And then you had the real story of the album, which was basically about love and real friendship, and finding those things in and amongst feeling very, very misunderstood in a lot of ways in your life. This new music is much more playful and actually inward facing. Like when you get into this album, it's much more about me as a person, no pun intended with the song title. But it's kind of taking those walls, taking that bunker down from around you that I felt like I had to put up, because, after a while in certain times in your career where if you say something, it's going to be misconstrued. If you don't, it's going to be misconstrued. You might as well just make music and do what you do and keep your head down.
Yeah.
And
Crouch at the bar time. It's tough. I mean, that's tough in a situation, where, you've always had a very transparent relationship with your fans. you could tell that it was an awkward time in some regards. It gave birth to great music and a great tour and a lot of success, but you could tell that you were struggling with that. Where do I fit in this conversation now? Because, like you say, left goes one way, right goes one way, but neither way seems like the right way.
Well, I mean, I at the very beginning of the album was pretty proud of coining the term, there will be no explanation, there will just be reputation. And so that was what I decided was going to be the album. Like I didn't, it was a big one. And I stuck with it. Like I didn't go back on it. I didn't try to explain the album because I didn't feel that I owed that to anyone. There was a lot that happened over a couple of years that made me feel really, really terrible. And I didn't feel like expressing that to them. I didn't feel like talking about it. I just felt like making music, then going out on the road and doing a stadium tour and doing everything I could for my fans. Like everything I did was for them. And I didn't need to try and get every headline or try to get the cover of this or the cover of that. Like I just needed to think of ways to reach out to them in ways I hadn't even thought of before. So the relationship between me and my fans really actually strengthened throughout the course of Reputation. And that was what made it something that I think I'll look back on and find to be one of the most beautiful times of my life, was when I realized that like it's me and it's them. And that's what makes this fun for me.
Well, they've been having a lot of fun watching the video and going through Easter egg by Easter egg and putting them in the basket. And I suppose the first question, because this will be a little cat and mouse, I'm sure, this next part of the conversation, which is always fun with you, Taylor. But I think exactly. We're about to watch a master at work right here. Watch out. So we're gonna try and tangle a few things out of there. But I wonder how spot on the fans are with some of the assessments of what they've been watching and what they've been discovering in the video.
A lot of them know it.
Yeah.
A lot of them know it.
They cracked
They're
it.
really smart. They're very clever.
They cracked it.
There are fewer people who know the next single title.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So it's not Lover.
Whoa, I'm not going to say anything about anything. I'm not going to break. You think you're dealing with an amateur?
No, not at all. What I was doing is I was just sort of like throwing it out there just to see how it landed. And
I'm just playful. I'm just playful.
It's just over there on the chair behind you. I'll come get it later. I'll come get it later. But of course, people are very excited about what they've been discovering in the video, and it must have been really fun for you to go through and to write that treatment, knowing full well that you were going to take us all on a bit of an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, I mean, the Easter egg hunts, when they stop being fun for my fans, I'll stop doing them, but they seem to be having fun with them. And I think that with music, I'm always trying to expand the experience from just being an audio one. Like, if I can turn it into something that feels symbolic or seems like a scavenger hunt or seems like some kind of brain game that feels like it's more, then I think that's something to keep in mind as a goal for me. Like, I just want to entertain them on as many levels as I possibly can.
The collaborators that you work with on Me, obviously Brandon, we'll talk about him in a couple of seconds quickly, but also working with Joel Little in production, which must have been a great experience. And for those that don't know, Joel is a fellow Kiwi, so we're obviously very proud of his success.
He's the best.
But he's worked with some amazing artists and has a great reputation in that world. But what was it like for you specifically? How do you and he work that's unique for you?
Well, it's very, it almost reminds me of Nashville. When I would go into a room, I'd bring my guitar, I'd play an idea I brought in, and then we start writing the song. There are so many different ways you can write a song, and especially in pop music, a lot of the time, people will make a track, you sing over the track, you think of ideas. But with Joel, it feels very two songwriters in a room crafting a song, then you figure out what it's going to sound like. And he's amazing. And with collaborators, I did work with some new people this time around, which is really fun. In the past, in terms of like duet partners, I've always stuck with predominantly close friends, like Ed Sheeran or Zayn, like people that I just like, I love them, I trust them, I adore them. So for me to go outside of, close friends, I figured like Brendan would be a good one because I've been such a fan for so many years and I've watched his career and I've watched what seems to be his work ethic, from the outside. And then when you get in and you're in the room with him, you're like, oh, it's the same. You're exactly how I thought you would be.
Yeah, he's
You're great.
amazing. His energy is
Yeah.
incredible, and he's an amazing performer. And I think whenever he works with anybody, or he really pushes the people as well in a great way. And I sort of wonder, like, getting him on a song like Me with You must have been a really great kind of, must have just a great experience to see how you could merge with somebody like that, because his voice is so unique and there's so much drama to it.
He definitely has a really unique voice and just kind of a unique presence. And I also felt like there's sort of a playful, mischievous kind of side to his performance style where, and we both love to do that. We both love to overly dramatize something for the sake of humor.
Yeah.
People don't always get the joke, but we're having fun.
Oh, no, it's a lot of fun in the video. So obviously, there's a lot of information that you're going to hold on to, and I don't want to be the one to try and push for it, because hopefully we'll get a chance to try and extract that and have a deeper conversation later on. I'm hoping we do. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, maybe we could just give the fans something. Can you confirm, yes or no, that Brandon is not the only performance or vocal collaborator on the record? Can you say that?
I can't say that. But I really, really appreciate you being curious about it. Thank you.
You're the best. You're the best. All right, so we've got the video, we've got the song. We know that there's something else coming. You're not going to pop your head up and put one song out. So we're looking forward to more to happen this year. And are you thinking about touring? Are you thinking about all that stuff? Are you in full machine mode right now, or are you still at home just kind of kicking, watching Me just take hold and do its thing?
I mean, I'm gonna go and perform on the Billboard Awards tomorrow with Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited about that. I'm at home today, but I'm definitely, like, I was just at rehearsal last night.
How's it going?
It's going really well. I mean, you got to wish us luck because we haven't really performed this before, but it's really, really fun what we have planned. And yeah, we're just gonna go up and have fun.
Amazing. Taylor, always good to catch up with you. Me, the video obviously is up on Apple Music now alongside the music. It's all there, featuring Brandon Urie from Panic at the Disco. Good luck at the Billboard Awards.
And, thank you so much.
And will there be any Easter eggs in your performance? Are you going to continue having fun in this environment and keep planting little tricks and treats for the kids?
We'll see. We'll see.
There's a lot to look forward to. Thanks, Taylor. Take care.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
In a recent interview that quickly captured fans' hearts, Taylor Swift shared an unexpectedly sweet confession. She has asked Wyatt, the eldest daughter of Jason Kelce and Kylie Kelce, to be one of her bridesmaids. The moment came while Taylor was promoting her latest music project. When the host mentioned rumors about her wedding party, the 14-time Grammy winner initially tried to dodge the question. But after a few seconds of nervous laughter, she covered her face and admitted, "Oh, I didn't think I'd say this on television, but it's true. I asked Wyatt." Within minutes, clips of the reveal began circulating online, with fans celebrating the heartwarming family gesture. A meaningful choice. Wyatt, known to many NFL fans through her parents' appearances and family moments, has often been seen around Taylor at games and gatherings. Since Taylor's relationship with Travis Kelce became public, she has built a visibly close bond not just with him, but with the entire Kelce family. Taylor explained that asking Wyatt was deeply personal, not symbolic. "She walks into a room with so much confidence and joy," Taylor said. "On such an important day, I want people around me who bring that kind of pure happiness." She described the proposal happening during a cozy family dinner. Kneeling to Wyatt's eye level, she asked, "Would you help me make my wedding day perfect?" Wyatt's immediate response, "Do I get to wear a princess dress?" sent the entire table into laughter. Taylor admitted that was the moment she knew she had made the right choice. Family reactions. Though Taylor revealed the news publicly, sources say Jason and Kylie already knew and were deeply touched. Jason reportedly joked that he'd better start preparing his wedding speech if his daughter was about to step onto another big stage. Kylie, meanwhile, was said to be emotional at the idea that Taylor considers them true family. "When you choose someone for your wedding, you're saying they're part of your story," Taylor shared softly during the interview. A softer side of the bride-to-be. Fans were especially charmed by Taylor's rare shyness. Accustomed to commanding massive stadiums, she appeared noticeably bashful when discussing wedding details and children. "I'm not always great at talking about private things," she admitted. but some moments are too beautiful not to share. While the date and location remain private, Taylor emphasized that the ceremony will focus on intimacy and warmth rather than grandeur. Choosing Wyatt as a bridesmaid perfectly reflects that spirit, a celebration rooted in love, family, and genuine connection.